Welcome back to JBSports. I'm your host, Jonathan Burton, and today is just a normal video. It is the Survivor Series predictions, and today it's going to be a good pay-per-view, in my opinion. I do think one of the matches is kind of thrown together, but we'll get into this quickly. I'm not going to go in really any particular order for matches, but I'll just go off of what's really just said. So, first match shown is the men's War Games match. Roman Reigns, Jim Uso, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, CM Punk, OG Bloodline with CM Punk, of course, versus the um, Timu Bloodline and Bronson Reed added to it. I think this match will be good. I think that the OG Bloodline will pull it through. I think they will win with CM Punk, but I think there will be some shenanigans at the end. Maybe someone gets involved. Maybe Seth comes out, or maybe you could see another appearance of The Rock. Maybe the Rock will find himself being known again. Um, Not being known again, being heard again. I think that there's a very big chance that he might come out and try to disrupt some things for the OG Bloodline. But overall, very good match, probably. Women's War Games match. This is the one where I feel like it's kind of thrown together more. Liv Morgan, Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae versus Rhea Ripley, Bianca, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley. I feel like a lot of these teams are, one, like I said, thrown together, but have been kind of feuding with each other for like a while. Like Bianca Belair and Naomi were feuding against, well, at least Bianca Belair was feuding against Damage Control with EOS, like against Io Sky. So that's thrown together. Liv, Raquel were just against Nia and Tiffany, which they were thrown together. Candice LeRae, she's kind of been sucking up to Nia Jax, so that makes a little sense, but she hasn't really been in it long enough. I Bayley was Bayley had to be put in there because of the injury to Jade Cargill, so I can't really be too mad about it. But again, thrown in there, especially because Bayley and Io were just at each other's throats a few months ago for the championship, so it's kind of rough. Next, the World Heavyweight Championship match between Gunther and Damian Priest. This match I'm interested in. They've been on this little like promo thing where Damian Priest is talking about how Gunther doesn't have him in him anymore. He's not the killer he once was, and he's not the Gunther they knew, the Intercontinental Championship Gunther, the long reigning Gunther. So it will be a great match. I do think that Gunther will win. I believe that even though Damian can be a great champion, I do think Gunther is a better one just because I like Damian as champion, but his reign wasn't really notable for much. Most of the matches he won, it was a run-in or someone inadvertently helped him. So Gunther takes the championship home with him again. Next match, which is going to be very, very fun, I think. Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser. This match is kind of hard for me to guess because I want to believe Braun will just keep the title because you don't want to have two short reigns for him in a row. But I could see something screwy happening for Sheamus or Ludwig, just as a little, I don't know, just a fun thing, fun championship for one of those two because I do think Ludwig can be a good champ and Sheamus needs the IC title. It's the one thing he hasn't held before, I believe. So I do think I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker retaining. I think it'll be a great match, but I don't see his championship reign ending yet because hmm, I just think that they want to establish him as a champ and having him lose to one of those two. I mean, if one of them takes him out and then they get a sneaky win, it still makes like Braun look good because it wasn't his fault for losing it, but it will still kind of make him look a little worse than he has, especially if he has two short IC title reigns in a row. So I'm gonna take Braun Breaker for that one. And then the last match of the night will be LA Knight champion versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. This one is also hard for me to predict because I would love for Shinsuke to win, and I would also be fine with LA Knight winning. LA Knight hasn't had the longest one either. He's had some good matches, but he hasn't defended it too much after he won it. So I don't know if he'll lose it yet, but it'll be a great match. Shinsuke with a great new gimmick. He's been looking great. He's had run on him a few times, attacked him. So who am I gonna go with? See, I want to go with LA Knight, but a little part of me is saying Shinsuke Nakamura winning it. But you know what? I'm gonna go Shinsuke. I'm gonna go Shinsuke to be your next United States champion, just because I feel like they want to have one really surprising win of the night, and I think that could be that win. So I'm gonna go Shinsuke for the United States Championship match. We're gonna go Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship match, Triple Threat versus Sheamus and Ludwig. We're gonna go Gunther to win the heavyweight championship and retain against Damian Priest. Women's War Games match. This one, hmm, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna live more. No, this one's hard. I think I'm gonna go Liv Morgan. I think somehow they're gonna sneak it in and win. I don't want that to happen. I feel like everyone probably thinks that Rhea will win and her team, Bianca, Naomi, Io, and Bayley, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be another sneaky win for Liv, and her reign of terror is gonna continue. And then men's war game, OG Bloodline plus CM Punk will win. So I do challenges at the end of this. So if I don't get a certain amount of them correct, so for this one, we're gonna go after I get 3 out of the 5 correct. So say just the men's war game match works, Gunther retains, and Braun Breaker wins, and the rest of the two are wrong. Then I have to get a ice bucket dumped on my head. I haven't got an ice bucket dumped on my head yet because I've been pretty good with my predictions on WWE pay-per-views, but I could be wrong on this one because this one kind of seems hard to predict, but those are my choices, those are my predictions, and I think I feel pretty strong, but a little bit of me is like kind of like some of my picks I might just be doing because I want someone to win and not who I actually think is going to win. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the pay-per-view. I think it'll be great. Make sure you hold me accountable if I do get 3 of them wrong, because I have to get 3 of them wrong for me to get the ice bucket dumped on my head. And enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. Bye and subscribe.